Nah, I ain't running the system.
Hell yeah.
I'm bombing the system.
That shit is surfacing again because of that Star Wars joint, because a lot of people was like, yo, I didn't know that was you on the platform rapping. I'll be like, yeah, man. Anyway, like, change the conversation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, you was a skinny motherfucker, yo. At that time, I really didn't have no use to go to the subways because I walked to school. But, you know, one time my mother was taking me somewhere, and when I went down in the subway and seen the trains, I think I lost my mind. You know, the pieces and everything. And I'm like, whoa. And that's when, like, after that, it was really over. Like, school was a wrap. I was a real toy. I ain't gonna front, yo. And the first piece I did on the 6 train, like, Fed told me, yo, it gotta reach the window. Or when it goes by on the platform, it's not gonna be, you know, too visible. But I was like, come on, man, I don't want my shit to go all the way up there. I want it to go that right here. And when I seen that shit come by 125th Street, everybody laughed, you know. Like, they all bust out laughing at me. And I was like, okay, like, like, you know, it was a learning experience. I said, okay, I gotta start listening, man. I was inspired by Chain 3 and Case, One Arm Case. At the same time, I was doing the graffiti, I was DJing. So it was like, you know, doing both of those, and every now and then I tried to bust a little rhyme. You know what I'm saying? I bust that little rhyme in Star Wars.
It's the DEZ, and the case, the D5. We gonna rock the place.
Everybody got at me like, yo, you crazy, because it wasn't on purpose, but for some reason I liked that record, and I had went push that girl front of the train.
Girl front of the train, took it to the doctor, so I'm on again.
That was the Melly Mel joint, but I forgot Case had one arm when I said that. You understand what I'm saying? A few artists was like, yo, Case ain't say nothing to you about that shit you said. I was like, nah, why should he at? You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I never even looked at it that way, and I was like, oh shit. Sorry, Case.
He's like a son to me in a way, you know. I look out for him, he looks out for me. You know, I won't let nothing happen to him.
Trap was like my son back then. If you fucked with Trap, you had to fuck with me. I wasn't good at stealing, you know what I'm saying? So, fucking Trap is a fucking professional. Let me tell you something. He can get this shit out this fucking house, yo, without the doorman catching him. I'm sorry to say, he will find a way. I'm telling you. He was like about 120 pounds, maybe not even that much. He would put a goose down vest on and go in the store, or I just distract, and dude would come out with like 10, 15 cans of shot. I mean, he had cans in his zipper, under his nuts, like everywhere he could stick a can, he had it.
If he continues to go on in the years, he could be another Picasso.
Yo, the way he was going at it then, and if he would have continued in the right direction, you understand what I'm saying? To went in the path that Crash and DEZ and all of them were like, you know, going to Galozi La Placa and doing the canvases and stuff, and doing shows, he could have been big because he had an early start. But eventually, you know, things didn't go that way and shit. When there was no trains, that was the end of graffiti with me, because that's what made it creative and the thrill of it. Because I'm saying, for you to throw a masterpiece up that took you 2, 3, 4 hours, shit, Lee was in there overnight and shit like that, and you got to worry about the cops coming, you understand, or a rival crew. You understand what I'm saying? That was the whole rush of it. I mean, come on, man. Anybody can get a permit and go to a wall and do some fucking master. Nah, that ain't. I'm not co-signing that, man. When that end, that's when I got into the bullshit, like the, you know, drug selling, and you understand what I'm saying, and you know, getting arrested, and that's when I started getting caught. Say about 90, I was locked up, and I was sitting back, like, you know, going through my life like, yo, man, when I get out of here, I'm not going back on the block to do that same shit. and I was kind of at a tug of war with myself about which talent I could capitalize off of. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at the graffiti thing and said, man, that since the trains died out, that took the highlight of who you are away. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell them, yo, I did this, I'm the king of this. You ain't the king of shit. And then I looked back at the music and I said, damn, I got a big edge on it. And I heard what a lot of cats was doing. I said, I got a big edge on a lot of them, man. Because I was there when it first started and I chose the music. And, you know, step by step.
It's DJ K. Slay from around the way. The Drama Hour with DJ K. Slay.
On Hot 97. K. Slay, what up, my
Hot 97, baby. Blazing hip-hop and R&B, #1. Back then, it was more like a hobby, something to do, and the enjoyment of it. You wasn't looking to get paid from it. This was just like the culture. You was doing it for, you know, the love of hip-hop, the battles, the excitement, turning your system up louder than the next guy, and y'all keep going till somebody's shit blows out. You know what I'm saying? You know, just doing it. And now it's not even about the culture no more. It's about the dollar. If I could go back to them days, I'd do it again, man. It was the fun. Like, you had to really be there or be involved to see the shit. The shit was crazy, man. It was real crazy. It was a crazy time.